Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How you doing, family? How you doing? All praises due to Allah.
Yes.
We are back and we are ready. We got something to reveal to you.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna say anything, but we got some things to reveal to you. We're gonna have a good time today. But we thank you for tuning in with us.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead and
Oh, yes, sir.
we thank you for tuning in with us. You could have been anywhere and everywhere, but you decided to be right here. And we truly do appreciate you all for tuning in with us, whether it be now or in the future, giving us a little bit of space and time in your divine mind. All praises is due to Allah for that.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Queen of rap. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. I've been waiting all that. Yes. Yes. One of my favorite things to do. One of my favorite things to do. You know, I am honored to be here by her side. And I see this as we doing it together. I may not necessarily do the holistic healing jewelry, but I'm definitely the biggest fan. She's the queen of rap, but I'm definitely the king of bling.
King of bling.
Okay, she's the queen of rap, but I'm definitely the king, excuse me, of bling. So all praises is due to Allah. All praises due to Allah that you all have come on in to be with us, and we really do appreciate it. We really do appreciate you taking the time to be with us today.
That's right.
We got a very exciting topic for you today. We're going to talk about what stones and crystals and what are some things that you can use to get your home ready for Ramadan to strengthen you during Ramadan. Yes, we know prayer, but of course, we know there are stones and crystals mentioned in the Quran. There are stones and crystals mentioned in the Bible, and everywhere you go religiously, everyone uses stones and crystals. Now, we know that the power is not in the stone or the crystal. We understand that the power is absolutely in you.
That's
so
right.
we already know that. We already understand that. So we not space walking, okay? We understand that. But we understand that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has told us that all the elements in the universe are within our very bodies. So all the crystals, all the stones, all the elements in the universe in some form or another is within us. Matter of fact, as my wife always says, that even your blood can crystallize. So that lets you know something right there. That lets you know something right there that we do have crystalline structures within our very body. And that is one reason that you and I are drawn to stones and crystals the way that we are. But we'll jump both feet in with that type of subject in a minute. But you already know we got to give you the product of the week, the product week, okay? And the product of this week, we coming into Ramadan. We don't think it's more anything more befitting than How to Eat One, Book 2. You can pick both of these up at your Final Call store. Final Call store. You can also pick them up on store. Either way, Final Call still gonna get some money. Okay. So, like we say, you can either pick it up at the Final Call store, or you can pick it up from us on our Etsy store that you see scrolling across the screen. There, you can do that. And of course, we definitely want you to support the baddest, boldest, coldest newspaper on the planet Earth. If you don't know, I'm talking about the Final Call newspaper. I'm giving you all a hint into something that we're going to talk about next as well. We know, of course, Ramadan will be among us and upon us, but we're going to take up this subject next week. Very informative article. We want to share with you. We want you to know. We want you to be informed. Want you to know. We want you to be informed about what is going on in our communities.
Yeah.
If you remember in what was it, the late 90s, early 2000s, if you're from Chicago, you know they were going around with the asbestos cleaners because they were using lead paint at the time, and a lot of young children got ill affected by that. So that's part of it. Excuse me, that's part of it. So if you don't have your subscription to the Final Call, we ask that you go ahead and get your subscription to the Final Call, and you can do that by going to finalcalldigital.com. Go ahead and subscribe to your digital version. We want you to have it on your phones, your tablets, your computers. But if you want the physical copy, you can adopt you a Muslim. That's right. Adopt you a Muslim. If you're here in the Tucson or Phoenix area, let us know. We'll be glad to get that paper to you. Me and my son, we'll be glad to get that to you. And for those of you who are looking for Paximune, we are also proud distributors of the Pax Immune Dietary Supplement, which helps modulate your immune system. If it's strong, it keeps it strong. If it's a little bit weak, it helps to strengthen it, and it helps to fight off bacteria, viruses, and keep your body at its optimal level. So if you don't have your Pax Immune for you and your family, you can also go to Etsy store and pick that up as well. I'm gonna put it in the chat. It is scrolling across the screen, but just in case, if you can't see, I want to put it in really quick.
I'm excited, you all. So I'm like trying to really
Oh, I
hold
know
my
she is.
excitement down
I
right
know
now.
she is. But before we jump in with both feet, we got
I
to do
know.
all of what we gonna do, and then we gonna turn it over to the queen of rap. All right, all praises due to Allah. All right, so you know how we do it around here. If you don't know, one of the things that we love to do around here is that we love to give you a little bit of theme music produced by yours truly. So for those steppers in the house, I think you're going to enjoy this one. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, Come on.
Do I little singing, baby?
Come on. I think that's befitting for a queen.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh.
All right. Praise be to Allah.
All right, family. All right, family.
That was beautiful.
We think that kind of got you, woke you up. got you in a dancing mood because we want you to be happy around here at the Queen of Rap.
That's right.
That's why we want you to be happy around here because I know that I am happy and I am so happy that I get to do one of my favorite things as each and every week, and that is introduce the Queen. You know how when you would go to the kingly courts and we would see that and they would play, see, that's what that theme music is all about. That theme music is the introduction to the Queen of Rap. We talking about rap jewelry now. For those of you who don't know, I do the rapping
He
around
do the
here.
rapping.
Okay, but
I do the rapping.
we talk about the Queen of Rap. We got something special for you all, and kind of as we go through some of these, we know you're gonna enjoy it. So if you know somebody you want to invite right now, we advise you to go ahead and go get them because we about to jump in with both feet with the Queen.
All right.
We got something for you to see.
All right.
All praises is due to Allah. So I'm going to turn it over to my queen, my friend, my sister, the Queen of Rap, Nafiza Ali. All praises
All
due to
praises
Allah.
due to Allah.
Here she is.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessing. I am praying that you all are having an awesome day. Hotep. There's so many shalom greetings that we can give to each other. I'm gonna get the Spanish of Assalamu alaikum. My brother Abel gonna have to help me out. Yeah, I know he be teaching every Sunday, but I'm gonna have to. I need him to slow it down a little bit for me. But anyway, family, those who came back from the 2 shows we did this morning, Mind Spark Creations, 8:30 a.m. Love My Kidneys at 10:30 a.m. We started the day off talking about Ramadan, and the reasons for Ramadan, and we even shared some inspirational information from Imam Sultan Muhammad on preparedness for Ramadan. We know it's coming up on Tuesday, God willing. We make it there to start our Ramadan, start the beginning of a wonderful blessing and a season for us as Muslims and for those that would participate in such an awesome experience.
We invite you to.
And yes, absolutely. Join on in for Ramadan. Your body will love you. Your spirit will love you. Your connection with God will be stronger. Come on and join in with us for Ramadan. We our second show on Love My Kidneys. We had planned for our brother, who's an administrator over a dialysis center, to come and speak, but he had some urgent situations at the clinic that he had to attend to. So we talked about Ramadan and dealing with illness, right? And how we can still do it, right? We're not letting nothing stop us. We just have to figure out, the best way to work for us in order to make that happen. So in earlier today, we were talking about acts of kindness, some things that we were planning to do for the month of Ramadan, and giving you some ideas of things to do. After the show, we did a what did I say it was?
Impromptu shopping.
It was an impromptu shopping experience, you all. If you know anything about Tucson, Arizona, every year in February, there's the largest gem show in the world, meaning the whole state or the whole city opens up and the hotels open up and people come and set up their shops inside of hotels. That's how serious it is here with the gym show. And so one company, Madagascar, which is where I get a lot of my stones from, they actually had a gym show. And I wasn't overwhelmed with it. I did get a couple of things, but I know I can go to Madagascar all year long because they're open all year long. But then they dropped a bomb and said that 22nd Street was going to have the gym show this year in April. And we just got the notice the other day. And so my husband, after the Love My Kidneys, he's like, let's go. So you're talking about gyms and then you're talking about let's go. I mean, there's no other conversation at that point. It's like, yes, let's go. And I really have been wanting to do more earrings, partially because I don't really have a lot of earrings. I know that sounds crazy because I make earrings, right? But even in the supplies that I have, I really didn't have a lot of earrings. And so I really wanted to go and get some pieces and stones and things like that so that I can, do some earrings. And then I got a couple of orders in that I wanted to have the right stone for, and I have not been able to find it. So in all of that, I went shopping, y'all. We went shopping, and it was such a awesome quick experience. We got there, we got a chance to spend about a good 2 hours. And then after we left, we had some amazing um lime ginger
Lime
tea.
ginger tea.
Oh, it was so I decided we're going to still talk about, and I'll start there first. I know y'all excited now, right? You want to see what I got? I know, I'm excited too. We're going to look at it. Of course, we're not millionaires or billionaires, so we don't have a whole bunch. It ain't gonna take no more than about 10 or 15 minutes to show it to you and talk about it. But we want to start out with talking about Ramadan and the stones, right? So we know the stones carry the energy and electricity from the earth, the energy from Mother Earth. Many of these stones have sat in the earth for hundreds, maybe thousands of years. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Now, some, they monitor the mines. So they know that they've been digging, 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 and then they're going to close it down, for 10 or 15, 20, whatever years. And then they know they can go back and reopen it, and more of that particular stone would have grown. But when they first uncover, stones, they don't know how long it's been in the earth. I mean, they can do different types of testing to determine the time, but nobody really knows. Only Allah knows the time that it has been in the earth, absorbing all of that awesome energy. And Allah has created these stones for us in the earth to benefit the earth, but it's also for our benefit. And our ancestors are well aware of that. In every culture, no matter where you go on the planet, you will see some type of stone, whether it be wood, whether it be crystals, or things of that nature. Um, every culture has it, right? So with us, this has been well known the rest of the world, but for blacks in America, this is something that has been kept away from us. And it is time now. Allah is revealing it now and bringing it to our attention so that we can use these to benefit our lives and assist us in our process of healing, in our process of becoming one with the God, in our process of learning how to meditate and really connect with Earth's vibration. That is so important, to connect to the vibration of the universe. How many times do you sit down and think about connecting to the universe? Most of us don't. We're running around, as my mama say, like chickens with our head cut off. All we trying to do is make this money. And, sometimes we stop for a minute for prayer. Most of us learned as little children, now I lay me down to sleep. So we say our prayers, before we go to bed. But do we think about really our connection with the God and the universe? And the most honorable Elijah Muhammad told us we do not study and practice astrology, Pisces and Aries and Taurus and all of that stuff. And this, so there's information in numbers, but the way that it's presented to us, we don't follow that because people try to guide you through their madness. What we do connect with is astronomy, right? Astronomy belongs to Allah, and there is wisdom in everything that He has created. And you better know, if He came from that blackness of the universe, there is information and knowledge in it that we can receive and benefit from. Okay. So, who's that?
Karaya.
Peace and blessings, Karaya. Is that my sister girl? Hi, Assalamu alaikum, Queen. Hey. All right, so I'm not gonna get all off track because that's my sister from Chicago. Um, but we have to connect to the universe, and especially in the hour that we're living in, because that universal energy will continue to guide us in a dangerous hour.
Right.
So being able to connect with natural stones that Almighty Almighty God put on this earth for us is truly beneficial. And so, my husband, the other day when we went to Madagascar, he purchased this book, a new book. You all know we usually go to the Bible, to the Crystal Bible, but now we have another book that even takes us further into the knowledge and understanding of stones. Okay. And so we're going to talk about some of the stones that are good for us during the month of Ramadan. Keeping in mind, what is Ramadan all about? Ramadan is a time of healing, it's a time of spiritual connection with Allah. It is a time to become disciplined and strengthened within our own bodies. Ramadan is a time that we can, of reflection. You all can drop some stuff in there too in the chat of things that Ramadan, means to you and what you want to accomplish, not personal like that, but just general things that Ramadan is just that kind of time of the year to reset, to reset our buttons and really connect. And I think because last year Ramadan was at the beginning of the pandemic, right? Everybody was nervous, upset. You didn't know what was going on as far as, was it airbound and, it was taking people out. It was just a lot going on. Not that it's not still happening. I think we're having a different experience with the virus now. A lot of people are still getting sick, but we're finding more and more people are overcoming it, right? Because now we've learned, if you're wise, how to keep your immune system up. You got that Paximune, and you're taking your vitamin D, getting some sunshine. Y'all see, I think I got a little bit more chocolate when we went out today because the sun was really, really beaming here in Arizona. I'm sure it was 90 degrees in the sun. Yeah, it was definitely, but it was beautiful. I really enjoyed it. So I could probably keep talking because I'm really floating on air right now with these stones. But I'm gonna let my husband go ahead and read a few things for us.
Well, one of the things that I find interesting is that when you make your 7 circuits around the Kaaba, each and every Muslim is required to kiss the black stone. Well, of course, we know that has deep meaning, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad actually taught and told us that that represented him, but it also represented us as a people. But my point is that you have to kiss that stone. And from my research, they were sharing that the Kaaba in Mecca, they believe is actually a meteorite.
Mm.
They actually believe that it is a meteorite that came from outer space. So that is something. That is something to think about as we talk about this. Now, my wife, like she said, she got some pieces, so we're gonna pull out some of these pieces uh, so that I can talk
Yeah.
about them and you can see. We're gonna start right there in the front.
Oh,
We're gonna start right in the front.
because there is a back.
Yeah, yes, we're gonna start in front.
Okay.
We're gonna start with this tiger eye.
Oh
We're
wow!
gonna
Wait, wait,
start with
wait,
this
wait
beautiful
till you all
tiger
see this.
eye.
This is like no other tiger eye that you have seen.
Yes, very beautiful.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that! Look at
you
that! Look at
see that?
that!
You see that? Now, as she holds it up and kind of, shows you all. Now, that'll be a great for a brother that is definitely more of a masculine look, but a sister can wear it too.
Well, you know the
But we
sisters
we
like to
kind
rock
of
the big
we
pieces.
we kind of got that for the brothers, so that they can have something as well. Not that we don't make things
You
for
see that as
brothers,
a
but
nice earring.
you can have some nice
See,
earrings, a lot of different things out of that.
right.
So I'm gonna check this out. And when we talked about stones and Ramadan, tiger eye. As a stone of the golden ray, tiger eye can aid one in making contact with the vibrational realm of Christ consciousness.
Mm.
Meditation with this stone can help enter into a state in which one resides as a point of awareness within atmosphere of warm gold dust, a place permeated with unconditional love and compassion. When one returns, one does not wish to simply float around in the consequent bliss. Rather, one wishes to take action informed by that consciousness which will bring its energy more fully into the
Mm-hmm.
physical world. As a stone, Tiger Eye works as it does blocks. It allows one to find the harmonious center between all types of polarities. It helps one to see both sides in a disagreement. It is an excellent stone for professional mediators. These go through difficult negotiations, such as those in divorce or custody matters, are
Mm-hmm.
encouraged to bring along a tiger eye.
Wow.
One's own ability and willingness to find common ground with the other will often inspire a similar response. Tiger eye harmonizes with all the crystalline members of the quartz family, as well as malachite, Shirite, Saffronite, and most types of jasper. Moldavite adds positive transformational energy, which helps one move through stuck places, assisted by Tiger's Eye's
Mm.
vitality and strength. So, definitely in this month, Tiger Eye, we recommend that because it is also a stone of protection. And, we want to protect our spirit, we want to protect our mind, we
Mm-hmm.
want to protect our heart. We want to protect ourselves during the month of Ramadan. And definitely what we read about the Tiger Eye, where it says it helps us connect with that Christ consciousness or that God state, the mind of God, definitely a stone for that time. So we looking forward to serving you all with some pieces that my beautiful wife is going to make. You see, she has tiger eye points,
Yeah.
and she has the tiger eye round beads as well. So you can see some rings, earrings. You can see bracelets, and
Well,
of course pendants, and
I
all
wanted,
different kinds of things
I
coming
want
out
to,
of that.
I want to open up your minds a little bit to the stones that you're looking at today, and what I want us to think about is our space during Ramadan. If some of you all are fortunate enough to have a whole room where it can be your prayer room, having crystals in that environment can enhance the vibration in the room. We talk about, oh, I'm feeling that good vibe, and so having the energy of these stones in your environment can also help with, your meditation and during your prayer and just that quiet time reading the Quran and be able to look over and look at a crystal like from your ceiling fan. You know how they have those little strings hanging from there. You can always put a nice stone there, crystal, tiger eye, depending on what you're trying to manifest or what you're, trying to pull the energy from. These can be focal points or they can be laid in different corners of the room in order to bring different manifest different things in your life as well. So remember, it's the energy that we're pulling from, right? And so they can be used as not only jewelry, but it can be used as a keychain if you're not really someone who wears a lot of jewelry, but you can have it on your keychain. Let me know it's for a keychain, and I'll make sure to use a heavy gauge copper because keys get thrown around.
You
So,
can also use it like prayer beads.
um,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't have enough for prayer beads on this.
No, I'm not talking about right now. I'm just saying.
I can add too, but you're right. We can make it happen if that's what someone desires. We definitely can make that happen. The beach show will be going to the end of the month, so let me know. I'm sure I'll go shopping again. Y'all go ahead and order something. Go shopping. Only to provide services, right? So that is the tiger eye. All right. And then what is the next piece that you like to share that would be good?
Let's
Now,
do
some of the
that
pieces that we got
moonstone.
don't necessarily work for
They
specifically for this time and what you're trying to manifest, but all of them are going to have some beautiful properties that someone will be able to benefit from. What is the next one?
Let's go here with that Moonstone.
All right. So you're gonna share with us.
Yes, let me take a look. I gotta find it, but she'll show it to
Okay.
you.
Oh, I know y'all went. Oh, I heard you. I
Yeah,
heard you. Isn't that beautiful? Now these
yeah.
are squared off, so you got a nice different shape. I'm gonna do some earrings with these. Um, I might even try a cute little tiny necklace. Just one piece. That'll sit really, really nice. Really stand out. So we have that in the moonstone. It'll make a nice ring. And then we have some beads, some moonstone beads. All right. So we'll probably end up doing a combination, a bead and then a stone, um, a square stone for the earring. That'd be pretty. And see, these are something that for the sisters that you can wear every day. Every day you can wear something like that.
Put
Um,
it a little
little
closer.
closer. Okay, there we go.
Let me see.
There we go.
Now, the moonstone is uh the third eye chakra and
Mm,
the crown chakra. So here in the middle and the crown. The moonstone is the gem of high priestess,
mm,
keeps keeper of the feminine mysteries. It
mm,
in its reflected light we can project and thereby observe the hidden truth that resides in the depth of ourselves out of the light of consciousness. Moonstone is a talisman for the inward journey and meditation, and it can take one deep into the self. What is revealed there is often recognized as the missing pieces of the puzzles of one's life. Part of the soul that have been left behind or forgotten. Moonstone can also take one on a journey, or they say into past lives. It is an ideal stone to wear during past life regression sessions. It can reveal to women their feminine power and their
mm,
connection to the goddess. For men, it allows the expression of the feminine side, an important step on the path to wholeness. Moonstone is the stone of mystery. It has been associated with the feminine because of its ability to enhance the intuitive side of the mind.
mm.
Moonstone has long been valued in helping move closer to the great mother. That's what they say under God. When moonstone is employed by females, it initiates the kundalini energy and promotes the psychic ability of clairvoyance.
Mm,
When utilized by males, it stimulates the right side of the brain, encouraging nonlinear thinking and emotional balance. In both sexes, it frequently aids in clearing the aura, activating the sixth and seventh chakra
mm.
and the central chakric column of energy.
Okay.
Okay, so
Awesome.
moonstone is a very powerful stone, and as we're going through Ramadan, you're gonna have different emotions. Some of us will go through different things during the month of Ramadan. So moonstone is definitely a great stone to have during this Ramadan season to help us to keep our emotions balanced in this hour,
Yes. One
and
more time.
so that we can stay grounded in our month of Ramadan.
Absolutely.
So that was another one. That's
Yes.
another one, the moonstone.
All praises due to Allah. Well, you want to go to the courts?
Yes, let's take a look at the quartz.
Now we're only what we purchased today. Of course, we have a lot of stones in our repertoire.
Hmm.
So if you want to design something, you got an idea in your mind and you've written it down and you want, something, then let's work that out. I love working with other people's energy as well when I'm creating. When I'm creating for you, I want to be able to feel your energy, your thoughts into what it is that you like to manifest as far as the piece then we can create something together. Okay, to the best of my ability. I had a sister wanted the musical notes, and I don't know if you all saw the set that I did, but I was able to create a really nice earring and necklace set of a musical note, and it was really, really beautiful. Sister Karaya, if you're still there, I know that you love music, and if you saw that set, you would really, really like it. So I might have to send that to you. And show you what it was that I was able to create by Allah's grace. So your ideas really help motivate me to do different creations as well. Now I know he's looking up quartz, and quartz has got a lot to talk about. So we have a lot of different shapes and sizes, but these were the ones that we purchased today.
All right, so we're not going to get deep down into it. It's a lot about the clear quartz crystal itself. Crystal quartz can be used for almost any metaphysical purpose, including healing, consciousness expansion, chakra opening, communication with gods, past life recall, interdimensional travel, polarity balancing, enhancement of meditation and dreaming, attracting and sending love, generating prosperity, and just about anything else one might imagine. It can even be programmed to increase the power of one's own imagination.
Mm.
Individuals eager to use clear quartz to make things happen are cautioned that all such manifestations have their first and strongest effect on the person using the crystal. So any negative intentions will inevitably boomerang on oneself. Because crystal quartz is such an indiscriminate amplifier of whatever energies surround or enter it, it can collect an unusually large amount of psychic debris.
Mm.
This makes it necessary for one to periodically clean or cleanse the crystal. This can be done in several ways. One can soak the crystal overnight in a saltwater solution,
Uh-huh.
cover the crystal with dry salt for a few days, bury the crystal in the ground, place it in the sun, wave sage smoke around it, or hold it in running water. In all cases, one is advised to focus the intention for clearing and cleansing in the center of the crystal. A happy side effect of this is that it will also serve to cleanse
Uh-huh.
everyone else's personal energy
Mm.
at the same time.
Wow.
So crystal quartz definitely a great stone, and we use quartz in our phones, we use quartz in our watches, liquid quartz televisions. We have all these things, and if you
Mm.
know that the liquid quartz, what does it do? It amplifies sound, it amplifies vision, it amplifies your energies.
Uh-huh.
So we see that. So as you're going through your prayer, as you're going through your meditation, as you're going through your fasting, quartz crystal, as you can see, I have on one. Quartz crystal is a great crystal to use.
Okay. I
So
think we
what
should
are we
go
going?
on to that one.
All right. So I was at that page. Let me go because all the courses there. So the next one is gonna be rose quartz.
Ooh.
And for those of you who all know about rose quartz, maybe you do, maybe you don't, we will talk a little bit more about it. Okay, let me see.
But while he's looking that up, I'm going to show you these beautiful pieces. I love you. Wow, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. I'm telling you all, my imagination is going wow with what I can do with these stones. Those that's rose quartz. We know that rose quartz is good for love, right?
Yes.
But self love is what we want to focus on, during this time of Ramadan. And if you are seeking a husband or a wife, you want to get your heart chakra ready.
Yes, we had a beautiful sister of ours. My wife made a rose quartz piece. We know Allah is Him who blesses all things, of course. But we made that. She put her intention on it, and she drew her husband. and they now have a beautiful little daughter. That was a testimony that she gave
Mhm.
to us. All praises due to Allah, of course, but we just wanted to share that.
That's
All
right.
right, so rose quartz is the quintessential stone of love. Love for oneself, one's life, partner, children, family, friends, community, the earth, the
Mhm.
universe, and the divine. Meditating with one of these stones provides an envelope of love energy around oneself and activates the heart chakra for the emanation of one's intimate love. When one is truly experiencing love, one is not thinking about giving and receiving because the lover and the beloved have become one. Rose quartz helps dissolve one's boundaries of isolation and mistrust and moves
Mhm.
one into sense of union with the all that is the essence at the core of the heart, healing the heart and its wounds and reawakening its trust is one of the rose quartz gifts. It is a soothing vibrations or a balm to the emotions,
Mm.
and they calm and cleanse the entire auric field, your auras. It engenders the release of tension and stress
Mm.
and the dissolution of anger and resentment, the dispelling of fear and suspicion, and the rebirth of hope and faith in the benevolence of the universe.
Wow.
So it's a lot more. It is a lot more to that rose quartz.
Yes.
But again, as we're going through the month of Ramadan, we want, of course, to love Allah, but we want to love self and we want to love those around us. So, rose quartz combined with crystal quartz
Mhm.
and tiger eye sounds real good to me.
Oh yes.
I mean, you never know what my wife can do. She
Well,
might pull you out a chakra
one of the
like
things
that.
that I did for one of my customers is I created a collage of pieces. Right. It wasn't for jewelry purposes. It actually she used it to bury at her business
Yeah,
for prosperity and just bringing positive
protection.
energy to the environment and protecting it and things like that. So we just created what was like a dream catcher, right? But it had the different stones in, and it was really pretty. So sometimes you just need more than one stone or two stones, and it might not. Well, it depends on what you're willing to put on, because we can rock it out. Because I was thinking about this one as a three set, like one piece in the middle, then two pieces right there, and the rest just some copper around it. So it just really kind of depends on what it is that you're looking for and, what you would like to wear. So with that, love, I think we should go with amethyst.
All right. Okay.
So while he's looking up the amethyst, I'm going to show you. Y'all ready? I have a lot of amethyst, but I could not resist. Do you see these? It's like a double point. These are double
Oh my
pointed
goodness.
amethysts. You can see that. These are going to make some really nice rings and some bracelets. I really think so because of the way that the hole is drilled. That really makes a difference on some of the pieces that you can create with it. I mean, of course, it's going to make a nice necklace. Um, Bracelet, earrings. Not well, I'm not quite sure about the earrings because of where the hole is, but there could be a possibility as well. I just see more rings and bracelets with this particular one, and then maybe we can do just the um, amethyst beads for earrings, to complement it. But definitely, brothers, we can do some amethyst bracelets for you. I know I don't have a lot in my repertoire for the brothers, so I'm going to be working on that. And when I saw these, I thought these would be really nice pieces. If you can kind of single that one out.
Dream catcher for my vehicle when traveling.
Oh, yes, yes, absolutely. We could talk about that and talk about what stones would be good for that. and connect our energies, beloved. That would be awesome. I would be honored to be able to provide that for you.
So with amethyst, I was able to find it. It is interesting to see how many spiritual properties attributed to amethyst in past centuries are similar to those which have been intuitively discovered in recent years. Indeed, it is appropriate to view amethyst as a stone of spiritual protection and purification. It can be an aid in overindulgence and giving up bad habits.
Mm,
It can be used to assist one in quitting smoking, drinking, or drug use. It stimulates the crown chakra
mm,
and is an aid to meditation, helping one to steer one's thought and moves into higher states of consciousness.
mm,
It can clear one's energy field of negative influence and attachments and can thereby facilitate the creation of an energetic shield, a sphere of spiritual light around the body that wards off the negativity in one's environment. So, and it is, of course, more
yes.
to the amethyst. It is
Hmm.
much more to the amethyst. And if I'm not mistaken, amethyst was one of the stones in the breastplate of faith.
Mm,
It was one of the stones in the breastplate of faith. I believe it was
okay.
amethyst. I will take a look as my
Well,
wife
one of
goes
the things
on.
about amethyst that I personally love, well, a couple of things, because for one, it's my birthstone. Um, so, of course, I love amethyst. Purple is one of my favorite colors. It's my husband's favorite color. So, I definitely love it. But what I really, really love about amethyst is it's one of those stones that is a spiritual stone, and it's the energy that's on it is to deflect negative energy, bring positive energy to you, but also allow you to see things from Allah's perspective. To be able, when it says it opens up the third eye, well, the third eye is the eye that allows you to see from a spiritual perspective, and that's what this particular stone does. So, in all you're getting when it comes to stones, of course, the quartz crystal and amethyst. Those are always going to be my top two. To especially if you're just getting started with your collection of stones or your understanding of stones, and you haven't quite started feeling the energy from them and things like that. Um, the the amethyst and the quartz crystal. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to come back to you all that I was correct that in the breastplate of faith that was given to Aaron um, in the Bible, you had amethyst as one of the stones, also agate, beryl, lapis lazuli, jasper, turquoise, carnelian. All of those were in the breastplate of faith. They were in the breastplate of
Mm,
faith of the priests,
yes.
of Aaron and the priests. So those were the stones that they wore. So amethyst was one of those. So once again, we're thinking about stones for Ramadan. Again, it deals with the crown chakra here
Hmm.
and the third eye. So you definitely want your spiritual eye open in this hour, in this time, not just during Ramadan, but as a general rule of thumb. I love being around purple. Matter of fact, the truth of the matter is, my wife drew me in purple. She had on royal purple the day that I made her my wife, and she didn't even know it. She didn't know she was my wife then,
Okay.
but I knew.
You knew.
I knew, but she was wearing a royal purple garment, and I said, that purple is my favorite color. She said, I heard that purple is a color of royalty. I
Uh-huh.
said, you got that right.
Yes, sir. That was
All
a
right,
beautiful
all
day.
right.
Let's go to
Go
the agate, because this is agate, and we can kind of just do a
on. Okay,
overview of
I will
agates.
look up agate. You said
So let me tell you a little bit about agate. Agate is a large scope of what an agate can be. Usually, agate is band, meaning you see lines throughout it. Um, I've shown you all in previous shows the agates that grow in a cave starts as a drip of water and it drips in, and as it drips in, it crystallizes and forms into a rock. And when they slice it open, it's got all of these different circles like a tree because of the time and the that it took to create it. So that's an agate. You have fire agate. You have what we have today is fire agate and blue lace agate. Those are the two that we're going to show today. But trust and believe, we have a lot of agates.
all
You
right.
ready?
So she just said blue lace agate. So we will start there. Blue lace agate. It is a water element. It deals with the throat chakra. It
Hmm.
deals with the throat. Oh, you remember our courtship?
I remember
Sister
love it.
Karaya.
Yes.
All praises due to Allah.
Thank a
We
lot for
remember that.
you.
We remember that pizza place.
Thank a lot for you being
Thank
my
you.
sister through it
Thank you.
all.
All right. So blue lace agate. I'm gonna jump in. Blue lace agate is beneficial for those who have difficulty making themselves heard by others or
Mm,
who wish to become more articulate in their speech. It helps
mm,
one find the words to share one's highest truth with others, and it assists one in building the confidence necessary to stand up and speak
mm,
it in all situations. It helps instill the clarity of thought and an unwavering intent in regard to the ideals and goals which matter most.
mm.
It is a stone for the enhancement of loyalty and trustworthiness. Many people are working now to constantly bring about the reality they wish to be theirs, and one of the tools for this is the use of verbal affirmation. They they idea that our world is the way it is because we say so. It is a
Mm.
revolutionary as it is true. For those working with affirmations, blue lace agate can be an excellent tool because it strengthens the throat chakra and amplifies the power of what comes through it.
Right.
So yeah, so that right there definitely in this hour. Uh, Brother Anthony says favorite color is blue.
All right.
All right. Yeah, so blue lace agate is definitely a great stone to have during the month of Ramadan. As it said, it helps you to speak your truth
Mm.
regardless to what situation it is.
Yes.
You know, and agate again is just a balance of mental and spiritual energy. It is a balance of mental and spiritual energy. And then we're talking about, we're going to jump
Okay,
in a
wait,
little
wait, wait.
bit. Go
You know,
ahead.
I always got something to say.
Go ahead.
What I really love about the blue lace agate is it's very calming. You know, it has very calm energy, and I think that's why you're able to speak your truth. Because sometimes I'm on, they got me.
I'm just
Um,
making sure.
thank you, sweetheart. Um, you know, when it comes to speaking your truth, you have to have a sense of calm in your heart and your spirit. You know, because a lot of times we get nervous when we have somebody something that is the truth. You know, they may not be ready to hear it. You know, our enemy may have weapons against us. You know, so we have to be able to have that sense of calm within ourselves in order to you know, we have to like Minister Farrakhan. He's very secure in who he is, and that strength comes from within. But there's a sense of calm in the storm. You know, no matter what the enemy brings against him, he has that sense of calm. You know, within himself, and that's what I really like about the blue lace agate is that you know it's powerful, and its power is in its ability to calm the spirit. So I enjoy that one. I love all of them, y'all, but you know, I'm gonna give every one of them. They just do.
All right. All right. So she's going to show you this agate. So I'll read a little bit about that. Fire agate vibrates with the vitality of the physical world and are ideal tools for those who need to have an in the body experience among
Mm.
the spiritually inclined segments of the population. There are many who attempt or wish to avoid the messy and painful difficulties of life by escaping into the upper realms. Unfortunately, the price one pays is often high, and one can become spacey, low energy persons who glow with spiritual light but doesn't generate enough heat to get anything done. For those of us who lament that they don't who who lament that they don't much like the earth and they want to go home, fire agate is an ideal remedy. Here's a stone that can help us remember why the lines of people waiting for the
Mm.
chance to be born on this planet were so long. Agate awakens the lower chakras and fills one with the zest for living. It
Mm.
lights one's inner fire of
Beautiful.
life force, creativity, sexuality, and will. It activates the senses and increases pleasure one takes in everyday life. Helps one come fully into the body. Fire agate assists one in making real the divine blueprint of one's life purpose. Oh,
Mm.
that absolutely fits into Ramadan. That actually fits into Ramadan absolutely and completely,
Beautiful.
because the reality of the matter is that we are all on the journey as pilgrims seeking to become one with Allah, the liqua Allah, the one with Allah. We're seeking to become that one with God. That's what
Mm.
we're seeking. So when we read things like this about the fire agate, and it reminds me of a saying that the minister said, some of us are so heavenly bound that we're no
No
earthly
earthly
good.
good.
And that just spoke to me like, yeah, a lot of us need this stone right here, because so many of us, when things hit us, we just ready to give up and throw in the towel. But this type of stone can help. Now, again, we not talking mystical or magical. What we're talking about is it connected with the vibratory energy within your very self.
That's
So
right.
we're not trying to get you outside of the self. We want you to connect with
Oh,
the self.
can you believe it? It is almost 4 o'clock.
Come on, we
All right,
gotta
so
keep going.
we're not gonna read everything.
Come on now, we gotta finish it up.
Okay, so this is our last strand, and then we're gonna get into some individual pieces.
And
So
that is ruby zoisite, right?
look at that.
That is
Look at that.
ruby. You can see the red
Yes, you see
here.
that?
You can see the red. That is the ruby. That is called ruby zoisite. Let me take a look.
And one of the things, fam, when you getting your stones, if they have holes in them, you definitely want to look at it, and that way you can tell, and the feel of it, that you're getting a real stone. Out here, unfortunately, there's duplicates or replicas of what natural stones are, especially when you start moving into a little bit more expensive stones. I know there's a lot of fake malachite out there, so things like that you want to be careful with. Malachite can be a little pricey. It's worth it because of what it is, but they're doing imitations, so you want to be careful. So one of the ways to tell is when you see in there where it's been cut, it's the same all the way through.
Well, it is actually called ruby fusite.
Okay.
Ruby fusite, and I do have it. All right. So, Ruby Fuchsite. The energies of Ruby Fuchsite combine the courage, strength, and passion for which Ruby is known with the calming, nourishing, heart-based currents of Fuchsite. Ruby Fuchsite is both empowering and strengthening to the emotional body.
Mm.
It fosters a strong sense of overall health and well-being in both the emotional and physical self. It can be an aid to overcoming illness related to dysfunctional emotional patterns. It encourages one to face the future with an attribute of trust
Mm.
and confidence. Ruby Fuchsite stimulates the root and heart chakra, bringing an infusion of life force into the body. It energetically clears the bowels and stimulates proper regulation of the elimination process. It dispels sluggish energies from the heart, encouraging the body to clear arterial blockages. It brings additional prana into the bloodstream, providing vibrational support for the cells, organs, and body system. Ruby Fuchsite also works to clear the emotional bodies of psychic debris that may be left over from past relationships that ended badly. It
Yeah.
encourages one to value oneself and to hold high standards for oneself in regard to choosing emotional partners. It reminds one of the presence of the self deep within and of the self's eternal love, which can never be lost. Ruby
Mm.
Fuchsite harmonizes with Rose Sophia, Crimson, Cooperite, Anadelite, Gardenite, Diopsite, Zincite, and Australite.
Hey, it's a lot of sites out there.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So that
wow. You
that
see the
is
cut on that?
beautiful.
I mean, the cut on that is really, really beautiful, really nice. It's not too heavy. Y'all saw me putting them up here for earrings. It's not too heavy for an earring, but can't you see that? Two for an earring, one for a bracelet. Brothers, y'all see that? Your wife would really appreciate something beautiful.
Brothers appreciate that
I
too
can do
now.
y'all some. I want some nice bracelets.
Yeah.
If you want something really simple, like of course I got my little simple copper bracelet on, but if I wanted to throw me a nice little stone on there, I
Yeah,
could put a
like that
nice
ruby Zosa.
hey
Fuchsite.
ruby. Say it again.
Fuchsite.
Fush. Okay, that one.
Fuchsite.
Fush. Fushite.
There you go.
All right. So this one, guys, was the first one we purchased.
All right. And this, we got to tell the story.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, this one.
Yeah, but one was given
Oh,
as a
yes,
gift.
yes.
So go ahead.
All right. So when we first walked into the tent, because they got a huge tent out there, we saw the blue Lamarian.
Larimar. Larimar.
It's not Lamarian.
No. Lamarian is
Oh,
the
that's the
quartz.
course. That's my favorite.
Larimar.
Larimar. Okay. So y'all can't appreciate it in plastic. I can't do that to you. You need to see it, right? I know.
Right.
Y'all need to see it. So I'm gonna show you these little bitty pieces first, and I gotta work them out, y'all, because wire wrapping is gonna be a trick. But this is a really small one.
You got
I
to
got
kind
it.
of go closer.
I got it. It gets a little foggy when you get too close. All right. But that piece right there, that's inshallah going to be some earrings. But I'm gonna show you the mother and this beautiful piece right here. Look at that. Can you see that color on there? That blue.
Let me just see it so
Can
I
you get
can
it?
get a little,
Okay. Yeah, it looks better off of the blue on your shirt. The purple and all these different colors might have been confusing, y'all.
Now you can see that.
That's that blue
And
Lamarian.
it's all this beauty.
All its beauty and glory. Look at the shape of that piece, right? The shape of it is so and very beautiful. That's the bottom. Well, in my mind, the bottom. Somebody else might say that's the top. All right, but it's
Like the back and the front.
let me see, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So 6 sides is what, y'all? I know it ain't an octagon because that's 8. So what's 6? Sectagon.
Uh, might be.
Y'all help me out. Y'all help y'all sister out. There's 6 sides to it.
We'll look that
But
up.
I really like this because I'm excited about creating a piece for this, or creating the wrap for this. Now, remember, I work with copper because of the benefits of copper, pulling the negative. I mean, pulling the toxins out of the body, helping with the energy flow within the body, giving you energy. Removing arthritis pain out of the body and things like that is one of the reasons I work with the copper, and also our ancestors did. But we also work with sterling silver, and when you're ready, we ready for some gold, right?
Yeah.
But we all know we got to work that out in the budget. Done. And the blue on their family is so pretty. It's like the cream and blue, and man, it's just really a gorgeous piece. All right, read a little bit.
All right. So I'm gonna start with this part and then go back up. Placing Larimar stone in one's home or work environment will assure a pleasant and serene atmosphere. Using the stone on the throat chakra in a pendant or in a lane on of stones treatment will help to unleash the voice of one's deepest wisdom. Listeners are also encouraged to try Larimar as a talisman
Mm,
for enhancing and protecting the voice. Larimar is a stone of tremendous benefit to the throat chakra, providing the power of clear communication and the emotional strength and stability that enables one to speak from the heart. Larimar is a stone of feminine power, bringing in the goddess energy and
mm,
allowing one to access the divine femininity within. It supports a state of confidence, well being, and relaxed knowledge of one's capacities. Relaxation is one of the benefits of Larimar. It soothes the emotional body, releasing undesirable attachments
mm.
and relieving stress. So, definitely, as we said, Larimar is another great stone, a great stone. You when like I said, it brings serenity and peace in your home, and Ramadan is all about that. It is all about serenity, peace, reflection, prayer. So you definitely want to have some Larimar
Mm.
in your home. You definitely want to have that.
Okay.
All right.
So I know you said you're gonna do read everyone, but we got to go through this because we still got other stories.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right. So we're gonna just go
I'm just
ahead
gonna
and
show
I
you
give you short little tidbits
from your
about each
mind,
stone.
right?
Yes, I won't.
All right, guys. So we got some lapis
Now
lazuli
that deep purple right there, the
blue.
deeper the blue, sorry, the deeper the blue, the more high quality it is. The deeper the blue, the more high quality it is. Lapis lazuli, yeah, definitely a stone of spiritual communication and protection. Lapis lazuli was worn by the pharaohs and the priests. It has gold flake in it. When you actually look at it, it
Hmm.
was considered one of the stones of the gods.
Right. Because the god was so black, he was blue.
Come on now.
Look at that. We talking about the original God, right?
That's right.
Original God of the universe. Look at that. That's a nice big old piece.
That
Lapis
is a
lazuli,
nice piece
guys.
right there.
It is also good for the throat chakra.
That's right.
So for those who sing, like my sister, this would be a very beautiful stone for you.
Now let me see, because I might have to look this one up because I know what you're gonna pull out.
Okay, well, then I'm gonna just go to the bloodstone while you do that. So bloodstone, fam, I'm gonna show it to you in just a minute. I want to put these away because I don't want any one of my babies to be lost, and I'm searching on the floor for it. So got to put it back up so that it's taken care of. But bloodstone is good for the blood. That's exactly what it's good for.
Right.
And I had a brother years ago who was dealing with high blood pressure, and so he started. I made a really unique piece for him. I haven't made one like it since. But he, it
My
his
brother Curtis.
yeah, was that brother Curtis or
Yeah.
the brother used to come by all the time?
Yeah.
All right, so this is a nice square piece. Look at the colors on that. You see the green and the red. And I actually bought this for my goddaughter. Well, not this particular one. I just got caught up when I when I got over there. I was supposed to buy one stone, right? But hey, how can you resist? Look at how pretty those are. The color is so nice on that. And then my imagination was just going wild, like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. This is actually going to be her ring. I've already started the base of the ring, and I was looking for that right stone, and the ones that I had didn't work right. So I was so glad to go there and find these stones. So that was truly a blessing, and I will be letting her know that I have her stone to set in her ring, so that I can I can ship her things out, inshallah, on either tomorrow or Saturday. I'm gonna just be having so much fun. Y'all know I gotta cleanse them. I gotta cleanse and make sure everything is cleaned. And what I think I'm gonna do, since now I have space in my backyard, I'm going to allow it to get sunlight. I know they say moonlight is good, especially at the new moon, but I don't think today is a new moon. So we're gonna get some sunshine. So at after prayer, we'll put it outside so that it can get some of the sunlight and the energy from the sun after we've already gone through our process of cleansing. For those who don't know, I take all of my stones through a process, right? Um, when I begin my work on them or as I'm cleaning them, I'm bringing in the elements of the universe. So we will always have water, we will always have fire, we will always have earth, and we will always, by Allah's grace and mercy, have air. And those things in our environment, it helps me to focus on the spiritual aspect of what it is that I do. I don't just make jewelry. I really take it serious from my ancestors who, they only had certain people design jewelry for them.
Right.
That means that particular person had to be connected to the God. That person, had to have some kind of spiritual intuition. And I'm not claiming anything other than I love Allah, and I strive my best to have a relationship with Allah so that I can be used as a servant to help serve you what it is that you need to help you along your journey. So, and my teacher, that is who Allah sent me in the very beginning. My very first teacher asked my husband, could she teach me this particular art? And the way that she taught me, she is a priestess herself. And the way that she taught me was all about spiritual energy. It was all about the connection to Allah and the universe, and she's such a beautiful sister. I can't wait to go visit her in Hawaii, right? Um, that's where she is right now. She wants me to come, so I'm going to try to get there and get some other sunshine. But my point is that this is not jury making. And if you take a class with me, you will learn this is not 101 or 102. This is a spiritual experience, prayerfully, that you will have so that you have the proper understanding. We don't work with plastic. We don't work with artificial metals. Okay, so if they have copper that has a coating over it, I don't use it. If you're afraid that the copper is going to turn another color, you can always clean it up. You can wear it in that state, because it's still beneficial to the body. Sometimes it pulls toxins out of the body. Pulls the toxins out of the body. You may get a little green ring around your finger or something like that. All you need is a little bit of vinegar and some water, clean it up. But that's showing that there are certain toxins in the body. When I went on a cruise one time, many, many years ago, we was enjoying ourselves. Not my husband didn't go with me, it was for work. But anyway, we were eating up some stuff. Now I didn't eat meat, but I was eating everything else. And anyway, by the end of the day, the copper that I had on turned green. It turned orange. It was like all these multiple colors going on, and me and my girlfriend looking like, okay, I think we done ate too much. So we had to ask the one of the waiters to bring us some garlic, right? And I guess he spoke another language, and maybe he didn't understand that we just wanted a little bit of garlic for ourselves. This man bought a whole dang on bowl of garlic. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna want to be around me if I eat that much garlic. I just need a little bit to purify the blood, because we had overdone it on the trip. But my point is, copper is so beneficial to the body that whatever, you may not like about it, the color of it, it ain't bling blinging. You can go ahead and get and spend a lot of money on what they call silver field or gold field. What you're going to get is silver on top of copper, right? Gold on top of copper. Eventually, the gold and the silver will rub off. So if you're not going to go 100% sterling silver, 100% gold, and you want the benefits of the conduction of energy and electricity, then you definitely want to go with that copper. Okay, copper is beneficial. It don't have to be super shiny and all that other stuff. I love the dark brown. You see that? For me, it flows with my skin, and I'm always trying to find this camera, but I love it, and I've been wearing this one for quite some time. I don't take it off. I sleep in it, shower in it, whatever I got to do. My bracelet is going with me. Um, I switch up every now and again because I had the chakra bracelet on. You see all the chakra colors in there. So I wore that one for a while and then I switched up. But I'm a jewelry designer. I'm supposed to be able to do that. All right.
All right, and butterfly jasper. Butterfly jasper is a stone that is mined in Mexico. It's called butterfly, sometimes butterfly wing, because the pattern of the stone resembles that of the butterfly. Uh, Jaspers are said to promote stability, comfort, strength, and security. Butterfly jasper has an additional element in the metaphysical sense. Butterfly jasper is said to make the soul feel free and light
Mm,
and lets the imagination soar to new heights.
wow.
So that right there is an absolutely gorgeous piece. That is an absolutely gorgeous piece right there. And then I believe this piece is the healing quartz.
Right. Oh, I meant to say about the Lamer. What is it? The
Larimar.
the Larimar. After we made our purchase, the man gifted my son a piece. My son was looking at a piece he wanted to buy, and of course for me to make. But I love that they do that. They shop more than I do. And the man actually gave him one for himself. He didn't even have to purchase it. So when we were talking earlier on Love My Kidneys about acts of kindness, we had several acts of kindness in the short period of time that we were out. My husband, the very first place where we went, the Bluestone, he left his phone there. And one of it was a black lady. She came into me and she's like, "This your picture? This your phone?" So by Allah's grace, he got it right back, and that was a blessing for him. My son got the blessing of getting that piece, and then my son found these other. These are called healing crystals. See that? They're so pretty. They look to me kind of like citrine. They have that citrine color to them, but they're really, really nice. You can see how that's a nice size on that one. So these are for our personal uses. I'm putting some things in my backyard because I'm now growing a few things. Sister Karaya, I might have to grow me some peppers. Right now, I got some green peppers that I'm growing. I have not started with any of the jalapenos as of yet, but those are going to go in my backyard. And then look at this big baby right here, y'all. I know we don't eat
All right.
mushrooms.
I do want to just jump
Oh,
in
what you?
with that quartz
Okay.
that is called a golden quartz. It is a golden quartz. It also can be a healing quartz.
Okay.
A golden quartz is excellent for assisting spiritual communication over a long distance, in
Mm,
particular enabling communication between worlds. Quartz is excellent stone for psychic healing. It can assist in balancing all chakras, aligning subtle bodies, and is great for assisting meditation and spiritual communication.
awesome. And so, like I said, that's going in my backyard, our backyard, and this piece right here. Now, I know we don't eat mushroom, but the message did not say we could not have a agate mushroom for our backyard. So I have it, and you got it. got it. It's heavy. This is
Yeah.
heavy, guys. And they had quite a few of these, and they have different patterns on it. I just chose the one that was just really smooth and clear. There's a little design down there on it. Some of the other ones had more of the brown up top. So, we may go back shopping. If you want something like this, let us know. We could pick it up for you. It does have a tag on it, so it might cost you maybe about $10, $15 to have it shipped. Um, and then I think we can get it for you for 25. But anywho, that's this. It's one in my yard, y'all. I got a mushroom in my yard since I don't want them other ones in my yard.
All right, we're gonna start
And
with the
this is
opal.
my last one. And this one, I've always, always, always wanted one of these, and they are very pricey. And if you all know anything about opals, opals are not cheap. And if you find an equal, then you really got a treat on your hands. Well, we were looking at the opals, and the brother had them polished and he had them raw. And so we were looking at them, and he was, telling us what they run. And so, of course, the one I picked up, out the door was like, "Ooh, okay, that's a little bit much." But I really was feeling that energy from it, and looking at it. And so I picked up one, and I asked him how much it was, and he said, "Take it, it's for you." And he gave it to me. So found. Can y'all see that opal? Can y'all? Oh my God! I wish I had my flashlight
Oh,
over
they
here.
seen that.
See, oh, look at that. And so it is raw. So you got the rock part on the back, but when you turn it in, look at that. And in the sun, oh my goodness, it was talking to me. Look at that. Oh, I see it. I see it. So I know y'all see it, right? Oh, in the sun, it just, and this was a gift, and Allah gave it to me, right before Ramadan.
Right.
So I cherish this because it was a gift, and we talked about acts of kindness and things that we wanted to do. So when you even start with the energy of having the thought of acts of kindness, you'd be surprised what will come back to you.
Yeah. And opal is an emotional amplifier. It can intensify both the positive and negative states. In each case, there's a benefit. With positive emotion, the reward is obvious, but with negative feelings, the magnification can make one fully aware of the destruction such indulgences can bring about. And this helps one agree to release them. White precious opal, which that is, can be a warm, friendly reminder or a severe one. It all depends on what we bring with us to the experience. White precious opal works well with other kinds of opal, amplifying their effects. It enhances the energy of quartzes, amethyst, citrine, jasper, and chalcedonies. With lapis lazuli, it can awaken the inner king or queen. With six-fold green quartz, it can attune one to goddess energies. With
Mm.
zincite, it lends amazing intensity to sexuality and creativity.
Oh,
So,
you all, I am so excited. This will be a ring. So you'll be seeing this shortly on my little finger, because I've wanted one of these for a very, very long time. And in the work that we do, especially right now as we create, and then we're gonna get on out of here because we're almost 30 minutes over. But in the work that we're doing with Love My Kidneys, we're working with the Queen of Rap. So everything that and you purchase, 10% of the proceeds go to Love My Kidneys.
right.
So every time an order comes in, whatever that total amount of the piece is the amount that I immediately send over to the Love My Kidney account. And we appreciate everything that you do when you make a purchase with us, because that allow us to do what it is that we have in our heart to do. And Love My Kidneys Center, our desire is to help those who can natural modalities in their healing process to help them be able to afford it. If they don't have the money to go see Dr. Akili, I want to be able to pay for them to go and see Dr. Akili. If they want to go see Dr. Patrice, I want them to go see Dr. Patrice. If they want to go and see Sister Jennifer, all or those are just the ones that I know of. There are many, Sister Tisha. There are many brothers and sisters that have taken their time, and their energy to learn the art of healing naturally, and we appreciate them because I promise you, family, if I had really had the money and the knowledge and information and all of that in the beginning of the issues with my kidneys, then I believe in my heart and my soul that I could have prevented going to the level that I had to go to and get on dialysis. Right? I went 5 whole years. They diagnosed me in 2014. I went 5 years before my kidney said, okay, we need some help, but my body was able to do it. And that was just with the little bit that we could squeeze in here and there with different herbs. And, we hadn't even touched acupuncture, we hadn't even really touched being able to get some therapy, light therapy. There's so many different natural modalities out there that's helping people, and when you can do it on a consistent basis, then you have a better chance of helping the body to heal. The body wants to heal, but the body wants to heal naturally. So if my blood pressure is high and then I have to take a pill, and then that pill, as it's bringing my blood pressure down, is destroying my liver. So there's so many side effects when it comes to the medications that we take in this modern America. Okay, in a lot of places, the medicines that they're pumping into our bodies is not working with our bodies. We know the most honorable Elijah Muhammad has taught us that our health, our healing is in our kitchen. That's our medicine cabinet. But the food that we're getting is not, brother Dr. Alim said, the carrot that you ate 50 years ago don't have the same nutrients as the carrots today have. So you got to eat 5 carrots today to equal to 1 carrot yesterday. And how many of us gonna sit around and eat 5 carrots? So there are companies, great companies out here that are working with dietary supplements. The Paximune is one of those products that help build the immune system. All of this, what we do, from Mind Spark Creations, Love My Kidneys, to Queen of Rap, to being an MGT, being an FOI, everything that we do is to serve our people. That is our goal. Even when we're getting rest at night, I'm getting rest so I can get up tomorrow morning and be a better sister, be a better wife, be a better mother, be a better friend. And that's what I love about the teachings. I know y'all. Okay, if you just came here for jewelry, then you in the wrong place. Because here we are whole, and striving to bring the whole picture, like we were talking about the environment. Having that entire environment wrapped into the kingdom of God. What is it that you see? How do you see, the kingdom of God, and how can you bring a little bit of that into your world, into your life? And that's what we love to do on all of our shows and everything that we do, family. So if it's anything that we can do to help you, or if we can serve you by creating a piece for you. Also, if you just want a Nafiza Ali original, then of course, send us a direct message and we'll be more than happy to create for you. My husband does the music. If you're looking for some beats and some rhythms, he is really, I'm enjoying them tremendously. I'm looking forward to them being on MP3 so that I can get them on a disc and then get them out to you. Okay, so that is my goal. So with that, fam, again, we'll be shopping. They're there until the end of the month. We'll make at least one more trip, prayerfully after we create a couple of pieces, put it on Etsy and sell it, and then it'll allow us a little bit of more money so that we could go and do some more shopping for you. Again, thank you all so much for being here today. I truly appreciate you all, especially those that came for the first time, that you actually tapped in. I appreciate you. I love you. I thank Allah for you, and may Allah bless you all to have an awesome rest of the day. be prepared for Ramadan. It is on
Ramadan.
Tuesday, and as my husband, we had what do you say? Some Ramadan party. We're gonna
Yeah.
party. How I say it?
Ain't no party like a Ramadan party because
Because the
a
Ramadan
Ramadan
party
party
don't
don't stop.
stop. That's right. We're gonna party all month long on Ramadan, and we're gonna have some awesome conversations.
Spiritual party.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, but you could dance at a spiritual party. Whatever kind of party. Master Farad Muhammad did the waltz.
Come on now.
Okay, with some water on his head. So I know I could do a little something, something. Y'all heard that step music before when we first started. We could do a little stepping, right? Chicago style.
Come on. Well, we gonna hit y'all up with a little. We want to leave you all inspired. So this beat that I'm gonna put on for the next few minutes, I hope you all enjoy it. It was inspired by Bruno Mars and the song "Leave the Door Open." And when I heard it, I had to make something, and this is what I came up with. We're gonna close out on this. We did put in the chat. If you want to support Love My Kidney Center, we did put in the chat that you can actually go ahead and support that with the Cash App. You want to do that. Also, if you don't like doing that, we also have an Etsy store that you can go to. We put the link for that in the chat. So we love you.
Yeah.
Continue to let the spark in
In
your
your
mind
mind,
create
create
a
a
new
new
reality.
reality.
And we're going to remember to love your kidneys.
Yeah.
And look, the queen of rap represents the power, the elegance, the innovation, the creativity that's in each and every one of us.
That's
So
right.
that the queen of rap is doing more than holistic healing jewelry. We trying to make it whole all around. So I hope you all enjoy this, and then we're gonna close out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Share, share, share with those you know that can benefit from it.
Yeah.
So here we go. We hope you like it. Oh, that's an inspiration right there, boy.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
All right. All right.
man.
All praises due to
That
Allah.
was, that was that heat right there. That was that heat right there. And yes, that is available. That is available for those of you who need some good music. Your brother, he did that. All praises due to Allah. If you enjoyed it and you want to work with it, let your brother know. All right, family, we're going to get on out of here until next time. Join us next week where one of our topics will definitely be, God willing, it will be, let me get it right, is where you live killing you. We're going to delve into that. We're going to delve into it. Right. And we look forward to sharing that with you, God willing, next week. Yes. We love you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. All right. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. It's been a wonderful day. Peace.